Thanks for joining me today. This is number 20 in the Preparatory Melodies book. And a lot of people, including me, don't particularly like this one. And the reason is, I find that for me, it's easier on some instruments than on others. And a lot of this is equipment related. And what I mean is, some horns you're going to find that this is easier to do on. Some horn and mouthpiece combinations, you're going to find this is easier to do. And actually this little tune, number 20 in this book, is one of the tests that the GR consultants, like myself, use to help discern what mouthpieces are working better for people. And so there are a couple of issues that make it work better. Now this horn and this mouthpiece, not a particularly great match, but I'm doing the best I can. So one of the problems I have is if I picked up the cornet and played this, it would be very easy because I have a better match on my cornet. That's unfortunate since this is the B-flat trumpet. It's kind of the basic instrument. But a lot of people wouldn't even notice it. And most players would think, oh, I have a bad low register. But it actually might be equipment related. Of course, it might be skill related too. You have to be able to play the trumpet. So I'm just going to go ahead and play it and see what happens today. This has got a little bit of trauma in my background because it was one of the most embarrassing moments in my life when I played this for Gary Radke in his shop, and he was fitting me for a mouthpiece because I could play it on my old mouthpiece and I couldn't play it on any of his mouthpieces. And he told me, yeah, I know. That's because you know exactly how to manipulate that mouthpiece to get it to do what you want it to do. And you don't want to manipulate. You just want to be able to play. So I thought, wow, okay, I'm learning something here. Here we go. And one of the things I'm trying to do in this case is I'm not trying to play it perfectly. I'm not trying to get as beautiful a musical result as I can. Of course, that's a natural impulse, and that's something that we want to do. But what I'm actually trying to do here is see how far I can go and still maintain the vibration. And if I have to struggle and fight before I lose it, I know something's off. Either I'm off or the equipment's off, or my relationship with the equipment's off. And again, equipment, it's a huge issue, very confusing, very controversial, a lot of different opinions on it. It's hard to know what to believe. Most people just find something, they like the way it feels and the way it sounds, and they just stick with that. And that's generally a good idea. But sometimes equipment issues can be holding you back severely. And I've known people that have played an entire professional career and simply assumed that their low register wasn't very good, when actually what was happening is that they had a little bit of a misfit, so to speak, between them and the mouthpiece and the instrument. And as soon as that problem was solved, everything was freed up. Then, in a sense, you kind of have to learn how to replay. And this is why it's an ongoing process. So I hope that you've learned a little bit of something from this. And when I get in trouble with the physical thing, with control, I'll go ahead and work on that. It's fun. It's like, shooting baskets. It's like, free throws. It's great to practice that physical skill just for the satisfaction of doing it. And there's nothing wrong with that. But you also want it to be music. And so making this music while you're fighting physical problems, response issues, and so forth is very difficult to do. So take that to heart and see how you can apply that in your practice. And if you try this one, this is a good test. This is a very good test. As a matter of fact, I'll leave you with this quote from Roger Voisin, who was one of the great principal trumpet players of the Boston Symphony Orchestra years ago. And Roger used to do this little tune as one of his kind of warm-up tests. And he would say, when I can play that well, I know I'm going to have a good day. So that tells you something. It's kind of a calibration tune, you might think of it. Okay, go and chew on that for a while, and if you have the music, give this a try, and please be patient. Remember, one way to make this easier is to not try and play it as soft as I just did. And you can't tell how soft I'm playing. Like I've told you before, the microphone is literally 2 feet from my bell, and very, very sensitive. And so this is not natural at all, a natural setting at all. In an actual acoustical space, where you can hear how the room is ringing, and how the voice is projecting in the space, it gives you a totally different impression. So we're just doing the best we can with this electronic media, but thank God for it. Yeah, at least we got some way of communicating. I hope you have a good day and that you'll join me sometime later on when you're able to. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.